Literal comprehension. This is the basic understanding of the text, focusing on what is explicitly stated. Summary. A Painful Case tells the story of Mr. James Duffy, a solitary and methodical man living in Dublin. He forms a close but platonic friendship with Mrs. Emily Sinico, a married woman. Their friendship becomes emotionally intense, leading to Mrs. Sinico making a romantic advance, which Duffy rejects. After their relationship ends, Duffy isolates himself further. For years later, he reads in the newspaper about Mrs. Sinico's accidental death, which is implied to be a suicide. This news profoundly affects him, making him realize his own loneliness and the emotional consequences of his actions. Interpretation. This level delves deeper into themes, symbols, and characters' motivations. Themes. The story explores themes of isolation, emotional repression, the consequences of missed connections, and the human need for companionship. Symbols. Duffy's home and routine represent his isolation and rigid control over his life. Mrs. Sinico's death symbolizes the ultimate consequence of emotional neglect and the dangers of living an unfulfilled life. Character analysis. James Duffy represents intellectualism and emotional detachment. His rejection of Mrs. Sinico's affection underscores his fear of intimacy and change. Mrs. Sinico embodies emotional vulnerability and the desperation for connection in a stifling marriage. Critical thinking. This level involves examining the text through various critical perspectives, such as historical, feminist, and psychoanalytic lenses. Historical context. The story is set in early 20th century Dublin, reflecting the social norms and expectations of the time, particularly regarding marriage, gender roles, and social interaction. Feminist critique. Mrs. Sinico's character can be seen as a critique of the limited roles available to women and the emotional toll of being confined to domestic spaces. Her tragic end highlights the consequences of a society that offers women few avenues for personal fulfillment outside of marriage. Psychoanalytic perspective. Duffy's character could be analyzed through Freudian concepts of repression and the unconscious. His rigid lifestyle and rejection of emotional intimacy might be viewed as defense mechanisms against deeper fears and desires. Assimilation. This level encourages readers to engage with the text imaginatively, often by extending or transforming the narrative. Alternate ending. Imagine if Duffy had responded differently to Mrs. Sinico's advance, opening himself up to a more intimate relationship. How would this change his character arc and the story's outcome? Modern adaptation. How might the story unfold in a contemporary setting with modern social dynamics and communication technologies? Perhaps Duffy and Mrs. Sinico meet through an online platform, and their interactions are mediated through digital communication. Diary entries. Write diary entries from both Duffy and Mrs. Sinico's perspectives, exploring their internal thoughts and feelings during key moments in the story. This exercise deepens the reader's empathy and understanding of the characters' motivations and struggles. By applying these levels of textual reading, readers can gain a comprehensive understanding of A Painful Case, appreciating its surface narrative, deeper themes, critical implications, and creative potential. What is Vincent Dither's perspective on the relationship between humans and insects as presented in the essay To Know a Fly? How does he use the example of the housefly to illustrate his point? Dethier's perspective is that insects, like the housefly, have complex behaviors and biological processes that are worth studying. He suggests that by examining these creatures closely, humans can gain insights into broader biological principles and appreciate the intricacies of life. The housefly serves as a focal point for Dethier to demonstrate how a seemingly insignificant insect can provide valuable lessons in physiology, behavior, and ecology. He delves into the fly's sensory mechanisms, feeding habits, and adaptive behaviors, showing how these traits are perfectly suited to their environment. Through this detailed examination, Dethier argues that all organisms, no matter how small or common, contribute to the richness of the natural world and merit scientific curiosity and respect. In summary, Vincent Dethier's essay highlights the interconnectedness of all living beings and the importance of studying even the most overlooked species. By using the housefly as an example, he underscores the complexity and significance of these tiny creatures, advocating for a greater appreciation and understanding of the natural world. What do you mean by employee satisfaction? Make a list of benefits employees have in a company to be satisfied, and also explain your own opinion regarding it. Explain for 15 marks. Employee satisfaction refers to the level of contentment and fulfillment employees feel towards their job and workplace environment. High employee satisfaction typically leads to higher productivity, better morale, and reduced turnover. Here is a list of benefits that contribute to employee satisfaction in a company. Competitive compensation. Fair and competitive salaries and wages are fundamental. When employees feel they are adequately compensated for their work, their satisfaction increases. Health and wellness programs. Comprehensive health benefits, including medical, dental, vision insurance, and wellness programs, demonstrate that the company cares about employees' overall well-being. Work-life balance. Flexible working hours, remote work options, and sufficient vacation time help employees balance their professional and personal lives, leading to higher satisfaction. Career development opportunities. Access to training, educational programs, and clear pathways for career advancement show that the company invests in employees' professional growth. Positive work environment. A supportive, inclusive, and positive work culture where employees feel respected and valued is crucial for satisfaction. Recognition and rewards. Acknowledging and rewarding employees' hard work and achievements through bonuses, awards, and public recognition boosts morale. Job security. Stability and security in employment reassure employees, making them feel more confident and satisfied. Effective communication. Transparent communication from management and opportunities for employees to voice their opinions and concerns enhance trust and satisfaction. Team collaboration. Encouraging teamwork and collaboration can create a more enjoyable and supportive work environment. Adequate resources. Providing the necessary tools, technology, and resources for employees to perform their tasks efficiently reduces frustration and increases satisfaction. Diversity and inclusion. A workplace that promotes diversity and inclusion makes employees feel accepted and respected, contributing to their overall job satisfaction. Workplace safety. Ensuring a safe and healthy working environment is essential for employees' physical and mental well-being. Autonomy and empowerment. Allowing employees to have control over their work and the ability to make decisions fosters a sense of ownership and satisfaction. Social activities and team building. Social events, team building activities, and opportunities for employees to interact informally can strengthen bonds and improve workplace morale. 14. Supportive leadership. Accessible and supportive managers who provide guidance, feedback, and encouragement contribute significantly to employee satisfaction. Personal opinion. Employee satisfaction is a cornerstone of any successful organization. When employees are satisfied, they are more engaged, productive, and loyal to the company. This not only leads to better performance and profitability for the organization, but also creates a positive and dynamic work culture. In my opinion, companies should prioritize a holistic approach to employee satisfaction, addressing both tangible benefits like compensation and health insurance and intangible ones like work-life balance, career development, and workplace culture. A satisfied employee is more likely to be innovative, committed, and a positive representative of the company, ultimately driving long-term success. Explain whether you agree with Finney that it is better to spend one's life in the company of one's loved ones and not in chasing the almighty rupee. Explain for 10 marks. ChatGPT. I agree with Finney's perspective that it is better to spend one's life in the company of loved ones rather than chasing material wealth, as it aligns with several important aspects of human well-being and happiness. Emotional fulfillment. The company of loved ones provides emotional support, comfort, and joy that material wealth alone cannot offer. Deep, meaningful relationships contribute significantly to one's overall happiness and mental health. Work-life balance. Prioritizing time with family and friends helps maintain a healthy work-life balance. Overworking and constantly striving for more wealth can lead to burnout and negatively impact physical and mental health. Life satisfaction. Studies have shown that people who invest in relationships and community tend to report higher levels of life satisfaction. Wealth can provide temporary pleasure, but lasting happiness often comes from meaningful interactions and experiences with loved ones. Legacy and meaning, relationships, and the impact we have on others often constitute a lasting legacy. Spending time with loved ones can create memories and bonds that endure beyond one's lifetime, offering a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Stress reduction. Chasing wealth can lead to chronic stress and anxiety, as the pressure to achieve financial success can be overwhelming. On the other hand, strong social bonds can provide a buffer against stress, contributing to better overall health. Perspective on life. Valuing relationships over material wealth can lead to a more balanced and grounded perspective on life. It encourages appreciation of what truly matters and can foster a sense of gratitude and contentment. Support system. In times of difficulty, having a reliable support system of family and friends is invaluable. Money cannot replace the comfort and assistance provided by loved ones during challenging times. Cultural and philosophical values. Many cultures and philosophies emphasize the importance of relationships and community over material wealth. This perspective aligns with long-held human values about the significance of social connections. Personal growth. Interacting with loved ones allows for personal growth through shared experiences, learning, and mutual support. It helps individuals grow emotionally and develop empathy, compassion, and understanding. Memorable experiences. Spending time with loved ones often leads to memorable experiences that enrich one's life far more than material possessions. These shared moments are cherished and remembered fondly. In conclusion, while financial stability is important, it should not come at the expense of relationships and personal well-being. Prioritizing the company of loved ones can lead to a richer, more fulfilling life. Chasing material wealth without regard for personal connections can leave one feeling isolated and unsatisfied. Therefore, I agree with Finney's perspective that a life focused on relationships rather than the relentless pursuit of wealth is ultimately more rewarding. Describe 6 rules of good customer service. Describe a 10 marks. Good customer service is essential for building and maintaining customer loyalty and satisfaction. Here are 6 fundamental rules of good customer service. 1. Listen actively. Description. Actively listening to customers involves giving them your full attention, understanding their needs, and responding appropriately. This means not interrupting, asking clarifying questions, and showing empathy. Importance. Active listening ensures that customers feel valued and understood, which helps build trust and rapport. It also allows you to accurately address their concerns and provide effective solutions. 2. Be responsive. Description. Being responsive means addressing customer inquiries and issues promptly. This includes timely replies to emails, phone calls, and social media messages. Importance. Quick responses demonstrate that you respect the customer's time and are dedicated to meeting their needs. It helps prevent frustration and shows that the company is reliable and efficient. 3. Provide clear communication. Description. Clear communication involves using straightforward, jargon-free language to convey information. It includes giving precise instructions, setting realistic expectations, and keeping customers informed about the status of their inquiries or orders. Importance. Clear communication helps avoid misunderstandings and ensures that customers know exactly what to expect. It enhances the overall customer experience and reduces the likelihood of confusion and complaints. 4. Show empathy and courtesy. Description. Empathy involves understanding and sharing the feelings of others. In customer service, it means acknowledging the customer's emotions and showing that you care about their situation. Courtesy involves being polite, respectful, and friendly in all interactions. Importance. Empathy and courtesy create a positive and supportive environment. They help build strong relationships with customers and can turn a negative experience into a positive one by showing that the company values their feelings and concerns. 5. Resolve problems efficiently. Description. Efficient problem resolution means quickly identifying the issue, finding a solution, and implementing it with minimal hassle for the customer. It also involves following up to ensure the problem is fully resolved. Importance. Efficient problem resolution increases customer satisfaction and loyalty. It shows that the company is competent and committed to providing excellent service. Quick and effective solutions can turn a potentially negative experience into a positive one. 6. Seek customer feedback. Description: actively seeking customer feedback involves asking for their opinions and suggestions about your products or services. This can be done through surveys, feedback forms, or direct conversations. Importance: customer feedback provides valuable insights into what is working well and what needs improvement. It shows customers that their opinions are valued and that the company is committed to continuous improvement. Acting on feedback can lead to better products and services, enhancing overall customer satisfaction. Conclusion: these 6 rules form the foundation of good customer service. By listening actively, being responsive, communicating clearly, showing empathy and courtesy, resolving problems efficiently, and seeking feedback, companies can create positive experiences that foster customer loyalty and long-term success. Compare the contrast between 2 major characters and Mr. Duffy in A Painful Case and Mr. Gurov in The Lady with the Dog. Urgently, let's delve into the contrasting characters of Mr. Duffy from A Painful Case and Mr. Gurov from The Lady with the Dog. Mr. Duffy, A Painful Case. Personality: Mr. Duffy is an introverted, analytical man. He values solitude and intellectual pursuits, distancing himself from emotional connections. Relationship: his platonic relationship with Mrs. Sinico lacks passion or warmth. Their companionship revolves around discussions of literature and philosophy. Tragedy: Mrs. Sinico's accidental death deeply affects Mr. Duffy, leading him to withdraw further from emotional entanglements. Missed opportunity: Mr. Duffy's rigid rationality prevents him from pursuing love or happiness, resulting in a lonely existence. Mr. Gurov, The Lady with the Dog. Personality: Mr. Gurov is a charming, middle-aged womanizer. He is dissatisfied with his mundane life and seeks excitement. Relationship: his affair with Anna Sergeyevna is passionate and intense. They share genuine emotions and physical intimacy. Transformation: Mr. Gurov experiences personal growth through love. His feelings for Anna lead him to question his previous shallow existence. Resolution: unlike Mr. Duffy, Mr. Gurov embraces love, even though societal norms and guilt complicate their relationship. In summary, while both characters grapple with love and loneliness, Mr. Duffy remains emotionally detached, while Mr. Gurov undergoes transformation and embraces love despite the complexities. Why the state imposed death penalty to Tichborne on the eve of his execution. In June 1586, Tichborne joined the Babington Plot, a daring scheme to assassinate Queen Elizabeth I and replace her with Mary, Queen of Scots. The plot was orchestrated by Anthony Babington, a fervent Catholic who sought to restore Catholicism to England. Tichborne and other conspirators believed that Mary's ascension to the throne would pave the way for religious tolerance and a return to Catholicism. However, their plans were foiled. The authorities uncovered the plot, and Tichborne was arrested, tried, and condemned to death. His punishment was particularly gruesome: hanging, drawing, disemboweling, and quartering. This brutal execution method was reserved for traitors and rebels. Facing imminent death, Tichborne composed what would become his most famous work, the elegy that bears his name. Tichborne's elegy is a somber reflection on mortality, loss, and the fleeting nature of human existence. Let's explore some of its poignant lines. My prime of youth is but a frost of cares, my feast of joy is but a dish of pain, my crop of corn is but a field of tares, and all my good is but vain hope of gain. In these lines, Tichborne laments the brevity of life. His prime of youth is marred by worries, and joy is overshadowed by suffering. The metaphor of a field of tares suggests that even his efforts yield little reward. The pursuit of material gain, symbolized by vain hope, seems futile in the face of impending death. The elegy continues with a powerful reflection on the impermanence of worldly achievements. And now I live, and now my life is done, and now I die, and now I am but made. The glass is full, and now my glass is run, and now I live, and now my life is done. Tichborne grapples with the finality of death. His life is like a swiftly draining hourglass. The repetition of now underscores the immediacy of mortality. The glass, once full, now empties inexorably. As we contemplate Tichborne's words, we recognize the universal themes he addresses: the fragility of our aspirations, the inevitability of death, and the insignificance of worldly achievements. His elegy transcends his personal circumstances, resonating with anyone who ponders life's transience. In the end, Chidiock Tichborne faced his execution with courage and eloquence. His elegy remains a poignant reminder that life's brevity invites reflection, and our pursuits, however grand, ultimately yield to the inexorable passage of time. Does the poet give equal weight to the two sides of the issue on the poem To His Coy Mistress? In Andrew Marvell's To His Coy Mistress, the poet does not give equal weight to the two sides of the issue. Let's delve into it. Desire and urgency. The speaker passionately urges his coy mistress to seize the moment and embrace their love. He employs witty metaphors to emphasize the fleeting nature of time and beauty. The poem follows the Carpe Diem tradition, urging the young woman to enjoy life before death claims her. The speaker's desire is urgent and intense. Grotesque intensity on death. Interestingly, while the poem is a seductive plea, the speaker also dwells on death with grotesque intensity. He describes how time will eventually defeat them, emphasizing the urgency of their love. The imagery of worms and ashes underscores mortality. To His Coy Mistress Themes/Summary. To His Coy Mistress is a love poem. It celebrates beauty,